Hey everyone, it's me Vanessa. I'm making a video for my week 133 post-op VSG surgery. Back in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on March 13th of 2017 at 235.2 pounds. And as of this morning, I'm sitting right at 151.6, which is a gain of 0.2 for the week, a loss of 83.6 for my surgery, and then down a total of 128.4 pounds from my highest weight. Now, I do want to share, this week has been an interesting week, actually last week was, because I was posting all of my calories. I was like tracking everything I ate, and that was my main goal for the week. It was to track my calories, kind of see where I'm at, not to change anything, do my normal thing that I would normally do any other week, and then focus on what tweaks or changes I can make to get below 150. And so I want to kind of share on how that week went. I am or was tracking, because this week I'm not tracking calories, but I was tracking on MyFitnessPal. And so I was seeing that I was having like this trend of my usual calories. So Monday, let me start with this information. So when I had my metabolic test done, I was told that for weight loss, I should be about 1,600 calories a day, and then to maintain my weight, about 2,100. So I'm like, okay, let me just try what my normal is and kind of see where I'm at. So the very first day, Monday, I was right under 1,600 calories. So I was doing really well. So Monday and my usual Wednesday and Friday, well, actually, no, I won't count Friday. So Monday and Wednesday are my usual days where I'll do about 1,600 calories a day. And so those are my really like perfect days. And then it was on Tuesday, I was up to 1,700 calories. So that's understandable. That's the day that I run. And so I have a Belvita, which is a 200 extra calorie snack that I have before my mile-and-a-half run. Wednesday, I was up to 1,900, almost 2,000 calories because I went out that night to eat. So that's the only reason why that day is higher than my normal. And then on Thursday, 1,700 would be my normal. I don't know why I was at 1,900 though. What did I have extra? I did. I had a candy bar that day. So that's why I was at 1,900 for Thursday. And so Friday started where I was over 2,000 calories, and I was about 2,700 that day. Saturday, I was at 2,400. And then yesterday, Sunday, I was at 2,700 again. So you could see where I was doing really well Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday would be my extremely high calories. So I was like doing well, and then I was going up, and then that is why either I maintain my weight or I gain weight. And then what I want to talk about is kind of like how my weight has gone, which is really interesting. So when I was doing really well, I started last week at 151.4 pounds. By Wednesday, I was down to 150. And by Friday, I was down to 148.2 pounds. So I know that if my Friday would have been under 2,000, my Saturday under 2,000, and my Sunday under 2,000, I could have been under 150 pounds for the week. So my goal this week is, obviously I'm not going to track. I get too obsessive with tracking my calories. It just doesn't work for me. Especially there was one time where I wanted a salad to eat for dinner. And then I was like, well, how am I going to track that? Because it's not in here. Like there's no way to me physically tracking it. And so I'd rather go with my hunger cues and then focusing on eating the right type of foods that are best for my body and just making better choices that way instead of having to worry about calories, if that makes sense. So my goal this week is to definitely work on my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure I stay at a better range of my calories. And my cap off for maintenance is about 2,100, maybe 2,200, pushing it if I have a really good weight loss week. So my goal is to really, really control what I eat this week. especially on the weekend. So I'll keep you guys posted on how everything goes there. But I also want to share a little something that I learned last week, that was really interesting, right? So normally when I would eat out, I would just get a salad, right? But Wednesday we went out to Johnny Rockets, because here in Germany, Johnny Rockets is going to close. It actually closes today. So we're like, oh, let's just go one last time before we go, before it closes, right? Because I knew this week I wasn't going to have it. So Wednesday was the only day I was out to have fast food, and so that's what I decided to have. So normally I would just get a patty melt or any type of sandwich, right? And so I ordered a chicken and barbecue with bacon patty melt. So I got that, and I was like, oh, that's great. One sandwich, it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm trying to log it, and I'm finding the calories. And that one sandwich, just a sandwich, not onion rings with it, not fries, not a milkshake, not a drink, nothing. Just the sandwich itself was over 1,000 calories. How the hell do they make a patty melt over 1,000 calories? Really, that's crazy. So what I did was I got through half of the sandwich, and I actually felt kind of nauseous. After the surgery, I have a problem with high fat foods. I noticed with Boca burgers. So you know those little freezer burgers, Bubba burgers. So my husband loves those things. So we would normally get just the regular. I looked on the label, and it said just those burgers, 37 grams of fat. So we get the grass-fed instead, which is, it sucks because it's only a 4-pack compared to like the whole box of burgers, because it's more expensive for grass-fed. So, but we got that, and that's like 17 grams of fat compared to over 30. But I noticed when I was having those Bubba burgers, I was getting kind of nauseous after finishing it, and it's the fat thing. So I know that with the Johnny Rockets patty melt, I was having issues with the fat content, and it was from the bacon. It wasn't, because it was chicken, and it wasn't breaded chicken, it wasn't fried chicken, it was actually like grilled chicken. So that's, I don't know where all the calories, other than if it was just covered in butter and lard, the bread. It was kind of greasy. But yeah, so I had half that sandwich that night, and that was like over 500 calories, just that one half. So I'm seeing calories. Calories are high when you look at fast food and you look at eating out. Just a coffee, a regular tall Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, that's over 200 calories right there. So it all adds up. It really adds up if you're not careful. That's why I try to prepare all of my food at home. When I go out to do different errands, I actually pack my snacks or my lunch or whatever meal that I have during that time that I'm gone. I will pack my food, and I will use eating out at fast food restaurants or restaurants, I will use that as more of like a treat occasionally instead of a necessity. Because when I was obese, it was a necessity. It was like every single time that I went out, I had to have all the food and all the choices. And now I'm very picky about what I have and when I have it. Like this week, I have a meeting for my daughter this Wednesday, because she's a senior in high school. So we have this meeting on Wednesday. So I decided, okay, so Wednesday is the day that I'm going to enjoy a dinner out. Friday I usually go out, but I'm not going to enjoy a dinner out. I'm just going to go and get my donut that I normally have on Fridays. But I don't need a meal that day too, because I'm eating out on Wednesday. And so I'm trying to find that balance between, every time that I go out, I don't need to eat. So I need to be choosy and picky. And on Wednesday night, I am going to eat healthy. I'm going to have a normal salad that I normally would have to stay healthy. And I would make a better choice that way. And that would be a lot less calories than having another patty melt or a burger or something like that. So it's finding that balance. Like once a month when I go to get my allergy shot, I like to enjoy the Burger King breakfast. And so I will get a sausage and some hash browns. And so that's the only time that I do that, is once a month. It's not every week, it's not a few days a week, it's once a month that I enjoy that because it's something that I enjoy and I look forward to, so I do partake in it, but it's not, like I said, a necessity. It's not something that I do all the time, because that's the obese me, that's the old me. I'm no longer that person. I try to be more healthy conscious, but I'm also a foodie. I love food and I love to enjoy food. So I'm trying to find that balance between enjoying foods, but very occasionally to where I don't binge and I don't regain my weight. I'm mentally always that person, that all or nothing person, right? So I have to constantly fight that mentality, and I constantly have to focus on learning a balance, because if I don't focus on that and if I don't learn to balance, then I go on one side or the other. It's either very strict or it's just balls to the walls, just crazy, going insane with food. And I don't want to be either one of these. I want to be straight in the middle. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. Because I do eat healthy majority of the time, but I enjoy fun food. I do. And I will forever do that because that's what keeps me balanced and that's what keeps the weight off. Because I don't want to be these two people anymore, because this is what got me obese. This is what made me obese. I need to stay in the middle. So I just wanted to share that interesting experience this week of counting calories. Now I remember why I don't count it, because I was like, oh, I've got so and so more calories that I can be eating. Okay, let me try this. And so I was constantly eating and I was adding things and I'm like, But it did help some too, because it made me more aware of the calories, because when I went to go get that sandwich, I was shocked. I was shocked that it was over 1,000 calories for one sandwich. It's insane. It really is. But you guys take care. I will be making a video next week about my halfway point with Morning Meltdown 100. Program's going really well. I will explain too how I'm feeling about the program so far. And then I'm also going to be posting a sample workout of our next program that's releasing today. So I will post that later on tonight with links if you're interested in buying. And it's one of those things where if you buy from me, I will coach you every step of the way. I do hold challenge groups, and I also have a group chat that's open for us to check in daily and use that as support and motivation. And then also when we're struggling, we also, post in there, hey, I'm having a problem with this or that. And then we always reply back and say, oh, try this or do that. And so we're there to support each other and to uplift each other. And it's a great little group. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's coming up, and I will talk to y'all next Monday. Bye for now.